What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? I'm standing next to my wintertime project right here. This is a 14-foot low aluminum john boat right here, and I'm replacing the floor. I'm actually restoring this whole boat for a family member. So, little wintertime project right inside the shop right here. But Artisan Cutlery sent me over the Holm knife, and I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to use this knife, kind of test it out, because I'm cutting new flooring for this boat right here, and I got to cut a lot of cardboard to kind of fit down in the floor first as to use as a template. So we'll do a little unboxing really quickly. Nice white box. We'll sit that off to the side. We have a nice little nylon carrying case. Pretty nice, actually. Nice little zipper. Inside the carrying case, they give you a nice little microfiber cloth, little cleaning cloth. And this is the knife itself. This knife is made out of RPM 9, right? Nice kind of like old school classic look. What makes this knife pretty cool is that it's kind of two buttons on this knife, right? One for a deploying system and then one to kind of lock it out. So definitely a very cool knife. We'll go inside and kind of do some size comparison, but right now it's time to get to the work. All right, I'm back in here. Man, I'm kind of tired, man. Cutting that cardboard all day long, but let's get into the details of this Holm knife by Artisan Cutlery. Let's do some size comparisons. I think that's really helpful. Let's put it up against some staples at first. I got the Benchmade bug out right here, carbon fiber. You know, this is about the same size knife, right? Very similar. Cutting edge, let me see, let me line it up. I think the bug out has a little bit more cutting edge than the Holmes. How about the bug out killer, the Ozark Trail right here? Now this is a bigger knife, but still in the size range. We can lay it up so we can kind of see the cutting edge. Yeah, the Ozark killer, the bug out killer definitely is larger. How about some other wood scale knives? Because if you guys don't know, I love wood scale knives. One of my favorites, Benchmade Mini Cricket River. Yes, definitely a nice knife. Now, this knife is a lot larger. You can, not a lot, but it is larger. We'll flip it over so you can see the cutting edge. Yeah, you probably got an inch more on the Cricket River right there. But how about another one? I kind of feel guilty slaying this one beside this knife, but hey, you want to play with wood? I got the wood for you, bro. Now the Sebenza, Cutlery Sebenza, they're about the same size, man. Maybe the Holmes has a little bit more of a cutting edge than the Sebenza, but definitely a nice knife. This knife punches way above its weight class because it's a kind of a value knife, right? Because you have ARPM 9 steel on this knife, good edge retention. I was cutting all day, and this knife held up really well. Good toughness and corrosion resistance. ARPM 9 is a powdered steel, right? So it puts it in the budget category. The rosewood looks really good. And the transition, what I was surprised at is between the covers, I think they call these covers, and then the bolster at the top, nice and smooth, right? You really can't feel that transition on either side. It's really nice. Now this one feels like you got a little catch right there, but I don't mind it so much. So what makes this knife so excellent? It's because it's a button lock with a safety lock. That's what's really cool. So let me show you how it works, right? You have the button right here, and then you have the safety right here. This over here is your pivot. So you push the button, it will go down, right? On bearings, it works really well. It is some little bit of stick on it, right? It is a little bit of stick I've been noticing for it to come down, but it works pretty well. And then when you want to lock it in, let me be quiet. You can hear that lock working. Let's talk about the blade real quick, right? It's got this Warncliffey sheep's footy blade with a nice fuller right here. Stonewash blade, super sharp, got a little bit of belly in that knife. I wish that this knife had some jimping on the back. I love the fact that it's got the thumb studs on both sides, and they're both out of the cutting path. Got a nice little sharpening tool if you want to dive into that adventure of sharpening it. I like that. Now, you can see that the liners are skeletonized inside. I hope you guys can picking that up. Just a little bit of skeletonization, kind of keep the weight down. I don't really have too many complaints about this knife. I think it, like I said, it really punches above its weight. Now, the one thing I will say is the pocket clip, right? Artisan, CJRB, give me a different pocket clip. I could take almost an inch. I need to take almost like an inch off this pocket clip, right? And then it's stamped, you know, and it just doesn't go. I don't think it goes with the quality of the knife. And I see that they put this pocket clip on a lot of their knives. I think it probably, you know, it's a cheaper process, but yeah, I wish it was a little bit smaller, and I wish it was countersunk. It's sitting up proud of the covers, just screwed into the covers. It is reversible, which is a good thing, but yeah, I wish it was just a little bit smaller. You don't need that big of a pocket clip to hold a knife on the edge of your pocket. You do see that lanyard moving around. I left that on there. That's how the knife comes, but after this review is coming off. I don't think it adds anything to the knife. You know, like that lanyard doesn't add anything to this wood, pretty wood, aluminum, and APRM 9 steel. You know, this gives me like grandpa but modern vibes, you know, and I don't need that. So the other big beef I have with this knife, it's at 3.10 inches, right? The blade. So either go ahead and go to like 3.5 or 3.25, but cut the 0.1 inches off the knife. So when I go into the city, when I go into DC, I can carry this with no problem. Now, if I get the a-hole cop, he wants to put his stupid ruler on this, he could charge me with a crime because this thing is 0.1 over 3 inches. Man, all right, I don't know why they missed the mark on that. I think folks got to kind of get familiar with our blade laws in the United States. And I think that's like pretty common in a lot of big cities, is like that 3 inch mark. I know when you go out like in the Midwest, you can carry whatever you want. You want to carry a damn machete, you can. But when you come into the cities, you know, you can't carry like, you know, things over 3 inches. So that's what it is. But I still think that this knife, for what it is, the way it looks, I think you could lay it up to something like the Benchmade Crooked River, and there's not too much. Like if I told you this was 125, I think a lot of people would still be in on buying it. Like this is definitely like in the 200. So they don't, the quality there, you know, the blade steel is different. This is S90V, but the quality when you pick it up, there's some quality here. Definitely a nice knife. You know, the Benchmade has some extra features, definitely a little heavier. But I like this knife. It gives me like a grandpa vibe. So yeah, do I stamp it? Do I like it? Yeah, especially after all of that cardboarded cut and it still has a good working edge. Definitely nice. Thank you, Artisan Cutlery, for sending this out. I don't do too many knife reviews. You know, it's got to be something that really strikes me and I'm like, yo, I need to get in on that. You know, so if you like this video, man, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, come on back. We got more gear, everyday carry, mostly backpacks, but we do like flashlights and knives. So yeah, we jump right in on this stuff, guys. Yeah, this is a nice one. I like the fact that this knife is just, you know, even for my hands, it's a good feel. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, man. I'm gonna go play with this knife. All right, peace.